we go. Welcome to Rage You Nerds. I'm Mr. Cack. That's Jared. That's TJ. We are watching a trailer. That trailer is Mean Girls. I hope you boys are excited.
Oh boy.
It's a musical now. It's a
Oh,
musical now.
boy.
I was hoping for that.
I mean, they just out of ideas, so it's like, hey, let's do this, but let's make it a musical.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Jesus.
in their defense, I kind of like Mean Girls.
I did like Mean Girls. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I never saw it.
May I have everyone's attention, please? We have a new
Tim Meadows is back.
Tim
Good.
Meadows.
Make the rest of us feel dumb.
I'm not trying to, it's just happening.
Dear God, woman.
So if Tina Fey's responsible for it, it's probably gonna be funny.
Scum-sucking life ruiner.
Or dumb.
I can hear you, by the way.
Can you hear me now? We're gonna make her pay.
Girls are made deranged by
Oh, John Hamm! Oh, John, that's not how you spell it, buddy.
Don't worry about it. Dance break.
Of course, gotta have a dance break.
I can't count how many times I just stop what I'm doing and do a dance
When
break.
you've had it since the 6th grade, you're probably maturing.
Oh,
I like their Regina George pick.
yeah.
Women have to support each other.
If you need to talk to me about anything, boy trouble.
That's a good pick for the mom.
Alcohol
Yep.
poisoning. I have been through it all.
Rachel Hamilton fills her inhaler with vodka.
Oh, the burn book.
That's how you use that.
Slay, queens.
Slay Queen.
Slay like no one's watching. But everybody's watching. Because you're gorgeous.
Haley Freilinger has, what's this?
Hairy nips.
Good
Oh.
Lord.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Well,
be-
I have that same problem.
Don't be talking about the hairy nips, y'all.
Yeah.
There's just some things that
Damn it.
there's just some things that do and don't go in the burn book. Hairy nips happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
That shouldn't, but does. All right, we're the meanest girls there are. By that I mean we're all midlife men. TJ, you're up first. What you think of this trailer?
Yeah, another movie I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna lie, it does not interest me in the slightest. I mean, as far as the trailer goes, sure, it's a trailer. It does what it's supposed to. But yeah, it's honestly, you know what? It just looks like someone spent a lot of money and they're not gonna make it back at the box office. That's what it looks like to me.
Oof.
So
Oof, TJ.
yeah.
All right, Jared, how you feeling about Mean Girls?
I'm gonna
with a
have to-
music note.
I'm gonna have to disagree with TJ on making it back at the box office. I think a lot of these reboot, sequel kind of things do pretty good at the box office, but they're again kind of like Ghostbusters. They're still kind of niche, or niche, however you want to say it. So I could see this like it's not gonna blow up like Barbie by any means, but I could see this doing really well in theaters because you're gonna have once again parents. That were around that age at the time of the original Mean Girls are going to see all these throwbacks and they're going to want to go see it. And then they're probably going to want to take their kids to go see it too, especially if those kids are in that teen variety now. I could see it doing really well at the box office, especially with looks like we're going to get a lot of callbacks in this one. So, however, having said that, I will agree with TJ. That's not for me. I have seen the original Mean Girls, but I think it was one of those, I didn't rent it or stream it or anything like that. It was one of those that showed up on a channel on TV one night, which is a non-streaming thing, kids. And I was like, all right, I haven't seen this. I guess I'm going to go ahead and watch it. Didn't hate it, but you know, it's not up my alley. I'll watch a lot of things that I don't like for you guys watching at home, but I ain't going to say that I'm not going to see it, but I'm not going to be in the line opening night, you know. It's just
No.
But if I, happenstance run into it, or maybe that makes a good reaction video. I don't know. I might watch it for you guys. But again, it's not my cup of tea, so not really any big interest for me in watching this. And the trailer like TJ said, it sells the story. It sells what the movie's probably going to be about. So they did a good job with that.
Yep. Good trailer. I'll probably watch it when it comes out on streaming or whatever. It's out right now in theaters, so go watch it if you're checking this out and you haven't given it an option yet. If you have, let us know in the comments below what you think. I'll be honest, moving past the trailer, but it's part of the trailer. I like who they picked for the girl, the main character, Katie. That's the young lady who is kind of the sassy best friend of MJ from the most recent Spider-Man trilogy, Homecoming, No Way Home, and Far From Home. I know I got 2 of those out of order. Don't hate me below. But I also, man, it's tough sledding because this was an adaptation of something that came out in 2004. I think it's super neat when movies then transition into a Broadway production, as this did. It went 2004, and then 2018, I think, is when it started its Broadway run, which if you'd have told me back in 2004, hey, Mean Girls is going to be on Broadway, I would be like, you're stupid. And it's October 3rd. But I like when things like that happen. It's kind of like the Beetlejuice and Spider-Man phenomenon. It still blows my mind there's a Beetlejuice Broadway performance that was out there at some point, and I kind of want to see it. But this, I have a place in my heart for musicals, so I'm excited to give this a shot. But Lindsay Lohan was such a good lead for the original that I think there's always going to be a lot of pales in comparison. But for a newer audience, this is probably going to sync up pretty well with the TikTok generation with the use of music, dance, and incorporating it into the story. So I feel like they'll probably hit it with the young generation, and that's probably the demo they really want to hit anyways, and not a bunch of guys in the middle of their lives. But that's just our reaction. We're not here to be perfect. That's just our reaction. Let us know in the comments below, what do you think? Are we the mean girls, or are you going to be a mean girl and tell us mean things about how we're doing? Boys, on the count of 3, let's give a thumb. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
All right, I am the nicest of. I am the Tina Fey character of the panel. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Hey.
Oh,
Well, never
shoot.
mind.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and I hope I'm not putting words into TJ's mouth here, but just to be clear, it's not that we're giving it a bad grade because we think it's going to be bad. Well, maybe TJ is, but it's just, it's not up our alley. It's one of those that we watch or that we see and we're like, nah, it's not my cup of tea. Nobody gets stabbed. I like movies where people get stabbed. We can edit that later. Anyways, continue, Mr. Cack. Say what you were going to say now.
TJ, does Jared speak for you?
No, I think it's I wasn't really listening. I'm sorry.
We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.